August 29, 1997, 2 days before her death. Princess Diana was in her bedroom at Kensington Palace, packing for Paris, but she wasn't just packing clothes, she was hiding something, a letter, sealed in a small envelope addressed to William. She walked down the hallway to William's bedroom. He was at Balmoral with Charles and Harry. The room was empty. Diana went to William's bed, picked up his favorite teddy bear, the one he'd had since he was 3 years old, Mr. Snuggles, a worn brown bear with one eye slightly loose. William was 15 now, too old for teddy bears, but he kept it on his bed anyway because it was from his mother. Diana carefully opened the small zipper on the bear's back, the one used for replacing stuffing. She folded the letter small, placed it deep inside the bear, among the cotton filling, then zipped it closed. She held the bear for a moment, whispered to it, "Keep this safe for him. He'll need it someday." Then she placed Mr. Snuggles back on William's pillow, exactly where it always sat. 2 days later, Diana was dead. William returned to Kensington Palace on September 5th. For his mother's funeral, he went to his room, saw Mr. Snuggles on the pillow, picked up the bear and held it, cried into its worn fur, the bear his mother had touched just days before. He had no idea there was a letter inside, no idea his mother had left him a message. The bear sat on his bed for 8 more years, through Eton, through his gap year, through his first years at St. Andrews University, always there, a childhood comfort he couldn't quite let go of. In 2005, William was moving out of his student accommodation, packing up his belongings. Kate Middleton was helping him. They had been dating for 2 years. Kate picked up Mr. Snuggles. "You're really keeping this ratty old bear?" She was teasing, affectionate. William smiled. "That bear's been with me since I was 3. I'm not abandoning him now." Kate squeezed the bear playfully, felt something unusual inside, something that wasn't just stuffing. "William, there's something in here." "What do you mean?" "Something hard, like paper." William took the bear, felt it. She was right. There was something inside, something that shouldn't be there. He found the small zipper on the back, opened it carefully, reached inside through the stuffing. His fingers found an envelope, small, sealed, yellowed slightly with age. He pulled it out. His heart stopped. His mother's handwriting. "William, open only if something happens to me. Love, Mummy." Kate saw his face go white. "William, what is it?" "It's from my mother." His hands were shaking. "She must have hidden it here, before Paris." Kate moved closer. "Do you want me to leave?" "No. Stay, please." William sat on the edge of the bed, turned the envelope over in his hands. It had been there for 8 years. 8 years of his mother's final message sitting, inches from his head every night, and he'd never known. He carefully opened the envelope. Inside, 2 pages, handwritten. Dated August 29th, 1997, 2 days before she died. William began to read, his mother's words from beyond the grave. "My darling William, if you're reading this, then something has happened to me, something I've been afraid of for a long time. I'm writing this letter and hiding it where I know you'll eventually find it, even if it takes years. In Mr. Snuggles. Because I know you'd never throw him away no matter how old you get. I need you to know the truth. The truth I couldn't say out loud. The truth that might have gotten me killed even sooner if I had. William, my death was not an accident. I know that's what they'll tell you, that I died in a car crash. Paparazzi, bad luck, tragic accident. But it won't be true. There are people who want me dead. People in very high places. People who are tired of me being a problem. Your father's people, people in the government. People who think the monarchy is more important than one woman's life. They've been following me for months. I notice cars that appear too often. Men who watch from a distance. Phone calls that click before anyone speaks. I've told people about this. I've written it down. But I know that if something happens, those records will disappear, just like I will. That's why I'm hiding this letter here, in the one place they'd never think to look, in a child's teddy bear. William, I need you to know some names. Sir Richard Aylard, your father's private secretary. He's been coordinating surveillance on me. Commander Michael Gibbons, Palace Security. He's been reporting my movements to people who shouldn't have that information. And there are others. People I can't name because I don't know who they are. But they exist. They watch. They wait. They plan. They're afraid of what I might say, what I might reveal, about your father and Camilla, about how the palace really works, about things I've seen and heard that could damage the crown. So they want me silenced, permanently. If I die in Paris, it won't be an accident. Paris is where they'll do it because it's foreign soil. Easier to control the investigation. Easier to make things disappear. Watch for these signs that it wasn't an accident. The driver will be blamed. They'll say he was drunk. They'll say paparazzi caused it. Chase scene gone wrong. There will be no proper investigation. Everything will be rushed. My body will be brought back to England quickly. Very quickly. Before French authorities can do a thorough autopsy. Anyone who questions the official story will be dismissed as conspiracy theorist, and gradually over time I'll be turned into a saint. A tragic princess who died too young. They'll build memorials and fountains and talk about how much they loved me, but they won't talk about why I died, or who killed me. William, I need you to be strong. Stronger than anyone. Should have to be at your age. I need you to protect your brother. Harry is going to be lost without me. He's going to be angry and hurt, and he's going to make mistakes. Don't let him face it alone. I need you to be the king I know you can be. A different kind of king. One who puts people before protocol. One who remembers what I tried to teach you about compassion and service. And someday, when you're old enough and strong enough, I need you to find out the truth. Not for revenge. I don't want revenge. But for justice. So that what happened to me can never happen to anyone else. There's a man named James Anderson. He drives a white Fiat. If I die in a car crash, find him. Ask him what he knows. He's part of this. There's also a man named Henri Paul. He works at the Ritz Hotel in Paris. If I die there, check his bank accounts. Follow the money. Someone will have paid him. I know this is a terrible burden to put on you. I know you shouldn't have to think about these things at 15 or 20 or ever, but you're my son, and you're strong. Stronger than you know. I love you more than anything in this world. You and Harry are the best thing I ever did. The only truly good thing that came from my marriage to your father. If I'm gone, know that I fought to stay. Know that I wanted to see you grow up, get married, have children of your own. Know that every difficult choice I made, the divorce, the interviews, the truth-telling, I made because I wanted a better world for you and your brother. And know that I will always be with you. Not in some mystical way, but in the values I tried to teach you. In the way you treat people, in the kindness you show. That's how I'll live on. Through you. Be brave, my darling boy. Be strong. Be true to yourself. And never let them make you into something you're not. I love you forever and always. Your Mummy P.S. There's a safe deposit box at Coutts Bank in the Strand. Box number 847. The key is with my solicitor, Victor Mishcon. Inside is another letter with more details. Names, dates, evidence. Get it when you're old enough, when you're ready to know everything. William finished reading, tears streaming down his face. Kate was crying too. William. He couldn't speak, just sat there holding the letter. His mother's final words, her warning, her prediction of exactly how she would die, written 2 days before it happened, exactly as she described. The driver blamed. Henri Paul, called drunk, paparazzi blamed. Chase scene. No proper investigation, everything rushed, body returned quickly. Just as she said, James Anderson, white Fiat, just as she said, everything she predicted came true, every single detail. She knew, William whispered. She knew they were going to kill her, and she told me exactly how they'd do it. Kate put her arm around him. What are you going to do? I don't know. I can't. He looked at the letter again. The safe deposit box. At Coutts Bank. She said there's more evidence. You should go there. What if it's true? What if everything in this letter is true? Then you have to know. William went to Coutts Bank the next day, asked for box 847. They needed authorization. He showed them identification. Prince William of Wales. They gave him the box. Inside, another envelope. Thicker this time. He opened it in the private viewing room. Inside, copies of bank statements showing payments to Henri Paul from offshore accounts. Photographs of James Anderson's white Fiat with paint marks matching Diana's Mercedes. A list of names: palace officials, MI6 operatives, government ministers. Dates and times of meetings Diana had been told were coordination sessions for her security, but were actually planning sessions for her surveillance, transcripts of phone conversations. Diana's calls had been monitored for months, and one more handwritten note from Diana: "If you found this, you now know the truth. What you do with it is up to you. I trust your judgment. But remember, you're not just my son. You're the future king. And kings have responsibilities that go beyond personal revenge or justice. Sometimes the truth is less important than stability. Sometimes protecting the crown means protecting the lies. I understand if you choose to do nothing with this information. I understand if you decide the monarchy is more important than exposing what happened to me. I'll love you either way. But at least you'll know. At least you'll have the choice. That's all I wanted to give you. The truth and the choice. Whatever you decide, I'm proud of you. Love always, Mummy." William read everything, studied every document, every photograph, every piece of evidence his mother had collected. It was all there. Proof that she'd been under surveillance. Proof that the crash had been orchestrated. Proof that people in the highest levels of government and the royal household had been involved. His mother hadn't been paranoid. She'd been right about everything. William gathered all the documents, put them back in the envelope, went to see his grandmother, Queen Elizabeth. They met in her private study at Windsor Castle. "Granny, I need to talk to you about something." "What is it, William?" He showed her the letter, the documents, everything. The Queen read silently, her face showing nothing. When she finished, she looked at William. "Where did you find this?" "My mother hid it. In my teddy bear. 8 years ago." "And what do you intend to do with this information?" "I don't know. That's why I'm here. I need to understand. Did you know?" The Queen was quiet for a long moment. "Your mother was becoming a problem, not because of who she was, but because of what she represented. A threat to the stability of the crown, to the institution." "That's not an answer to my question." "No, I did not know there was a specific plan, but I knew there were discussions about managing the situation." "Managing the situation?" "She was murdered, Granny. Murdered by people in this family's service. She was a complication that was resolved. I'm sorry you had to learn about it this way." William stared at his grandmother, the woman who had ruled for decades, who had put crown above everything, even family, even justice. "What do you want me to do with this evidence?" "I want you to burn it." "Burn it?" "William, you will be king someday. And when you are, you'll understand that some truths are too dangerous to reveal, that the monarchy is bigger than any one person, even your mother, even me, even you. She was right. You do value the crown more than human life." "I value stability, order, the continuance of an institution that has held this country together for 1,000 years. Yes, I value that more than one person's life, even Diana's. I'm sorry if that makes me a monster in your eyes." William left Windsor Castle that day with a choice to make: expose the truth and potentially destroy the monarchy, or protect the institution his mother had warned him about. In the end, he chose a middle path. He kept the evidence, didn't burn it as his grandmother demanded, but didn't expose it either. He stored it in a private safe at Clarence House, where it remains today. A secret only he and Kate know about. Waiting. Perhaps for the day when William becomes king. Perhaps for the day when the truth won't destroy everything. Or perhaps it will stay hidden forever. Another royal secret. Another truth buried. But at least William knows. He knows what happened to his mother. He knows who was responsible. He knows the price of the crown. And he knows that his mother trusted him with the truth, even if he chooses never to reveal it. That was her final gift. Not justice, but knowledge. The letter hidden in a teddy bear. A message from beyond the grave. A mother's warning to her son about the family he was born into and the crown he would one day wear. Some secrets are kept in vaults. Some are whispered in private rooms, and some are hidden in teddy bears, waiting to be found. When the time is right, or when it's finally too late to matter.